Everybody, let's keep it real, okay? Nobody wants social media management. I used to pitch social media management itself. Nobody cared. Okay, some people may know that they need to have more videos on their profile or they need to get into this new market of socials, and it's not just these graphic posts, it's engaging content, yes, but nobody really cares about their social media being managed. If they do, well, they might be after the wrong things. So the moment I changed to what I was actually selling, the conversations have gotten way better. Let me explain that briefly in this video. The old pitch was, we'll handle your socials, the community management and engagement, 5 posts a week, XYZ, this is how many, this is what we'll do. They hear a lot of this. They're waiting to see how much money they get at the end. And I heard this time and time again, so this may resonate with you. You may hear people talk about nobody cares about what you have, they care about what it's going to give them, how much money it's going to make them. Otherwise, everything else is a wash and they don't care. Hate to tell you, be another voice of that, but it's the truth. And I try to do it in a way which did not present it that way, and the results have been night and day. The conversations are different now. So my old pitch was basically, we'll post for you and grow your Instagram. Business owners would nod, say, thanks, yep, and then they would never call back. It's the truth. Okay, can you send me all that by email? Do you know how many of those I've gotten? You've gotten them. You know what that means. I have gotten some customers and clients where they say, yep, send over an email, and I send the email, and I'm on to the next one because I know they're not going to respond, and then, bloop, I get an email, and they're like, hey, tell me the pricing again. How's this work? Okay, what do I got to do to get this going? I've had that happen too. But business owners don't care about Instagram or posts. That's the truth of it. The new pitch is now, we'll get people through your door using content. Now it's the using content part that people really care about, because then if you're an expert, they look at you and they're waiting for you to be that authoritative figure to tell them how it's going to work. Even if they don't ask, you have to be able to show them, I know this stuff better than anybody else, and I'm willing to die to show you that I know what I'm talking about. And you show it through your work. Now, I pitch the outcome. More people seeing your business, more eyes turning into foot traffic, and content is just that tool. They're buying customers, not captions already done for them. It's a totally different model of selling it, and it's the way that's going to work the best. You got to sell the result, not the deliverable. You may have heard it before. I have a sign of it that says, sell the vacation, not the plane flight. Get what I mean? Nobody cares about, oh, how nice the seats are. You have a window seat. Okay, you have a little tray table when you're on the plane, and there's a little screen, and you touch a button. Nobody cares. They want Bahamas, right? They want to be in a new beach in Punta Cana, and they want to be in Tijuana and do all these crazy stuff. Like, they don't care about the plane flight. Tell them what it's going to get them. Tell them where they're going to be and how great they're going to feel after working with you and what you're going to do for them. So when I started saying how we got a client to 30,000 views, and that's with no ad spend, the whole conversation changed. Now, obviously, you can use ad spend, and that's going to change it from 30,000 views to 89,000 views, 800,000 views. You get the point. Because people who understand how the numbers work know there's a correlation between possible new customers, right? If I have 100 people that view a video, 10 people might actually be interested and watch the whole thing, right? Because a view can count as just a scroll by. It's the truth. 10 people might actually kind of care and watch it. 5 people might be in the area and be interested. 2 people might say, oh yeah, I should maybe go check that place out. And then maybe they do or they don't, right? But instead of 100 people, what if it's 100,000, right? And the way they Meta and the way that Instagram directs it now, it's going to the people that are in that area, right a few blocks down from us. It's going to that area, and it's going to show them, hey, here is this. It's going to more people. So numbers make it real. The vague promises just don't do it anymore, and that's the truth. So what's the final takeaway for this video today? Well, sometimes you need to change what you sell, not just how you sell it, okay? Screw adding the tonality change or the heighten or the lowering or the lowerness of your voice. Forget about all that. Forget about the sly handshake that you give in when you're introducing yourselves and that cheeky smile, okay? Tell them what they want, because there's people out there that are worse looking than you, that sound worse than you, that are terrible at what they do, but when they look at somebody and they say, I'm going to make you money and here's how, and they believe it, those are the people that close, okay? So I think that's going to be it for today. If you're struggling to close, it might not just be the sales skills itself, so maybe you're focusing on the wrong thing. It might be your offer. Reframe what you're selling to match what they actually want. A little bit of what I just talked about, okay? What they actually want. Look at your target customer. Look at that person and say, what do they actually want? And if you can't look at them and find out by their behaviors or their patterns or what they're doing, you got to ask them, okay? That one shift matters more than any revision you can make to any script possible. That's the truth. I've done so many scripts. It's funny, each one has gotten me a client. Each one has, but they change. It takes me 1,000 calls to get one on the first one. It takes me 500 calls to get two on the next one. It takes me 100 calls to get three on the next one, let's just say. Let's say that's how the numbers scale and how they work. You make changes and you make it better. But making your offer better, tighten it up, reframing it in a way which actually benefits the customer and the consumer, who could be your future potential client for life, that's going to matter most than anything else, okay? My name is Mark Perry. I'm the co-founder and CEO of MNC Creative Co. We help take the social media off the plates of local business owners here in Calgary and the surrounding areas, and we help them give their time back so they can do stuff they would much rather do than post on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, you name it. Okay, if you have any questions on that, please feel free to reach out. My information is here freely for you to use. But if you have any questions on this video, drop them below and I'll respond to every single comment, okay? I make these videos so that way I can look back on them later and practice my presentation skills, but also I make it so if anybody is dealing with any of the stuff that I talk about in my content and they're feeling some sort of friction, maybe this gives them an alternate, cleaner perspective and hopefully keeps the fundamentals intact for you. Okay? Thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Keep killing it. Bye-bye.